already.
I'm tired. Hello. Welcome to episode 16 of the Rule Slayers podcast. We got announcements coming your way right now.
Okay, I'm gonna blast through them because I really want to play this game. How about that?
Me too.
Let's start with social media this time because that's everybody's favorite place to start because we get to talk about our favorite topic ourselves. Get on into our Discord. That's where all the action happens. It's where all the secrets occur. It's where we give book recommendations, which are frankly pretty good recommendations.
That one Anna suggested. I googled that and it was like horror, really disturbing dystopia. I was like, oh, pass.
I love that book, and it is completely mislabeled everywhere. Anyways, no, I'm serious. I've read it cover to cover. It's a wonderful book. Anna's read it. We've all read it. Get on out there. Read Swan Song by Robert McCammon, published in 1986. Head on into our Discord for book recommendations. You can get there from our social channels, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I guess, and Twitter. We're also on YouTube. Head on over there and give us the old like and subscribe action because we need it.
We covet likes.
And I think that covers the socials. So let's go on. Now that we've talked about ourselves, let's talk about all the other people that make this podcast possible for viewers like you. We have our good pals at Eldritch Foundry. Custom minis. They're on the table now. That's the song that it pops up when you click on their website. Head on over to Eldritch Foundry and use our discount code ROLLSLAYERS at checkout for 15% off of STL files, minis with a variety of different materials with which you can construct them. All sorts of stuff. Great options. What? You can't give questioning looks. I can see you.
I'm just watching you.
Materials that you can get.
Yeah, they offer like a few different things you can get them printed on.
Metal.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just always go for plastic because we paint ours.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't listen to the naysayers out there. Head on over to Eldritch Foundry and go get yours today. We've also been with a lot of musical and sound-related people from the very, very beginning, from the get-go. We've had Beyond Skyrim, our originals. We've had Celestial Aeon Project and Scanlan Shorthalt Music, who came in to spice things up a little bit. And then we've got Sirenscape.
Hey!
We got Sirenscape. Who really lets you play with the sliders. They got sliders on their website that let you amp up the intensity of sounds. And honestly, all this stuff gets used every single time that you listen to this podcast. You're going to hear a little bit of one or all of those. So go check them out on our website, rollslayers.com/partners, or go check them out on their own respective websites or Spotify even. We've got two more. We got our patreon.com/rollslayers. Last session, I made some demands and claims. I don't know about how all of those will have come to fruition, but I can say with some degree of confidence, that whole dungeon thing that you just heard us do, we'll probably put that whole dungeon on Patreon. Actually, no, I'll commit. Tyler's going to put that dungeon on
There you go.
I think he should because it was a great dungeon. I had a lot of fun playing it, and you should too.
It was good.
And honestly, if you go get a dungeon online, it's going to cost you more than the cost of our Patreon on a given month. So, pay for a month of Patreon, get this sweet, cool, good dungeon that Tyler made. Patreon.com/rollslayers. And finally,
He just
Tyler,
wants to see what's in that room, and that's why he's wanting the dungeon on.
That's not why. I do want to see.
I'll buy it for. How much is it a month? $2?
I don't know.
$5?
It's pretty cheap.
$2 or $5 or
It's
something.
like $2.
Honestly, we could just start treating it like a subscription service for various bits and pieces of content for this thing.
I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
Have some
That's a
content.
talk for another time. But for right now, we've also like to discuss our World Anvil. Tyler, what is your favorite thing about World Anvil right now?
Right now, that I have my campaign notes pulled up, but I can also click, and now I have my city notes up, and then I can click, and then I have a map up, and it's just like all my stuff. I have it all. It's my favorite
all
thing.
your that's what you need to hear when you're the DM of a campaign, whether it be a module or your own campaign. You need all that stuff at your fingertips, and you can do it through Excel. But you're gonna hate yourself as much as I hate myself when I do that. Whenever I run things, so maybe just go get World Anvil, worldanvil.com, no, worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers.
You get a ton of free articles before you even need to pay. So
Yeah, couldn't you also use it as like a fiction writer?
oh yeah, I mean a lot of authors use it to compile.
I have a friend that's writing a book using World Anvil right now.
There you go.
Check them out. With that, let's play the game. So, last we left off, the party made their way out of the chamber after encountering a door that refused to budge, much to the consternation of them.
Yep, that door refused to budge.
Tears were shed.
Tears were shed,
Refuse.
goblin tears.
Many goblin tears.
Before leaving the crypt of Ovendane proper, though, they encountered two birds sent from Pathforger Sambul Rosebrace of Esseloon and gave some information for them to run through whenever the birds return. As well as encountered the Gilded Lances, a mercenary band set on aiding the city of Spagrun to the east against an encroaching army of Torvenbergen. Eventually, they were able to make their way to the town of Winwood, where they rendezvoused with Phalage for a bit, who gave them some information, offered to take them to Nogbuz, perhaps, and left them to discuss amongst themselves, stating that he'd likely be at the Trailers Guild in the district of Wodendur. They were then approached by a mysterious Earth Genasi, who demanded of them proof they had the key and that they would keep it safe, and that their employer very much needed to know that it was safe. After a bit of a tense conversation, he seemed to believe that the contract was in void and departed. The group discussed a bit, drank, caroused, and were able to take a long rest. In the morning, you will be level 5. But before we get to that, Breg, as you bed down for the evening, there's this feeling in the back of your head, a tingling in your brain that spreads, and a voice once again. Brother, 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 brother. You have the key. You have the key. Leave. Flee.
I don't know who it's been a long day and a lovely evening of unwinding. I don't know who you think you are just monitoring me and calling me brother. I can't have you just watching everything I do. You understand?
There's a shock to your system as the alcohol burns off instantly.
Oh, just like that, huh?
You know who I am, brother. You know. It is I, Snip.
It's a really fun, cute potty trick, and frankly, I'm pretty sure that my brother is dead and has been for quite some time.
We are survivors. Leaf.
Fine, I'll indulge you. How about we do a quiz show? Would that really tickle your fancy?
They'll leave you again. They always leave.
Of course they do. That's what they do.
They'll betray you. Like Froggy.
Yeah.
Like Froggy, brother. Remember, you're weak. Your sentiment is weak.
All right. What kind of fun prank is this? This is. Who are you? Give it to me straight.
I have told you. I am Snip. You must leave.
Where was I born?
We were born to a mother of no note or importance.
Where was I born, you dumb cat?
In the town of Rockvault. We were raised by those who were cruel to us and to others. And so we left. Only Leaf and Snip.
Alright, okay. Well, how about this? When I first that's an easy one. Anyone can guess. Maybe somebody can. How about this? Where did I get my start? Where's the first place that I set up shop, so to speak?
You found him, or he found you, and he took you with him.
Stop the dividing nonsense. You sound like one of those street corner folk that tell people that their dead relatives can talk to them.
Startyke. With Froggy. With them all.
Okay, that's... If you are who you say you are, you're alive then, huh?
Always have been. It has been you and I against the world, brother.
Oh. So all from the get-go, you've been kicking, huh? I guess I knew in some capacity. After all, I'm not really one for the magics, as you can imagine.
No, you were not.
All right, so how's this gonna work then? You suddenly come roaring back into my life. Are you just gonna? We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. You gotta keep me going.
We cannot allow them to encroach. They already know too much. Too much.
Who is? You mean the 4, 5, 6 of us? Yeah.
Yes.
They don't know Bumpkus.
They know
I
enough.
think they do.
They know enough. And they will use it against you. They always do.
Yeah, probably. But for the time being, things are looking sweeter than they have in quite some time. I ain't gonna try to sweet talk you into the idea, but I mean, you've already said you're gonna keep me going.
Yes, our fates are bound. I will help, brother. But do not let this weakness get us killed.
Look, I fear that I might have misconveyed some things, or maybe you just intended on misunderstanding me. This ain't any weakness. We all working towards an end. And you know just as well as me that I ain't gonna be able to do that by myself.
Fine. We will work with these others.
But in the meantime, you gotta keep sending me powers and such, because...
As long as your sentiment remains dead, yes.
I suppose. That's really my business, but... I'm just frankly surprised to hear you live. I don't know particularly where you are, but...
I am
Maybe
here.
I'd rather not know.
I am here. I am there. I am you. You are me.
Well, I'm not going to sleep a wink tonight, and I hope you appreciate that.
We will speak later, brother.
Thanks for killing the buzz, though. At least I don't have to get a hangover on the
You
morning.
feel the presence depart from your brain, and as it does, your brain does again cloud
Oh, we get
with
the
the effects of
hangover, too.
alcohol. Yep. your alcoholic stupor returns, and you're able
This is
to
grand. This is perfect. So he's going to pass out.
take a long rest.
Oh, fascinating.
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
18. 17.
Do I get any boost to those?
14 still?
14.
I'm not even going to give you mine. I'm
Straight
out.
10s. Still, how do I change those? Do those ever go up?
Proficiency things.
Your intelligence modifier, I believe. Oh no, your wisdom modifier affects your passive perception.
Also, if you have a proficiency in perception, it does.
I don't use it.
Mine's 11, but you can subtract 5 from it if you want to.
Morning comes, and you all awake from your slumber. There's the pitter-patter of rain on the wooden shutters of your door, your windows, as you come downstairs. Breg, as you awake, you notice something strange. In the center of your room is a small note with your iron key attached to the note.
What?
There's also a pouch of gold.
God dang it.
The note, as you pick it up, says in common, "Do not cross me."
Feels good.
We should have
I'm gonna
just
look
showed
at
the guy.
Well, we got the gold. I'm going to look at
I mean, we proved that we're trying to keep it safe, right?
Fair.
We'd be not keeping it safe if we were just be like, yeah, we got it. And be like, yeah,
Yeah, he should pay us more, really.
yeah, we're
we
extra
should.
safe.
How much gold do we get?
He's going to look at it and just say, well, today's really kicking off to a great start. And everything from last night comes back. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm gonna. He just goes downstairs and he looks bad. Just bad.
A hungover, little sleep had Bragg thumps a bag of gold on the table, or would you like to keep that for yourself?
No, I'd like to thump it on the table
Okay.
and I'll just like put the note down too.
As you parse through it and count it, it looks to be about 1,000 gold.
Courtesy of our friend. Don't know how I pulled that off. Maybe I shouldn't have drank quite so much. But
Between 6, right?
Yes.
what's the math on that? I didn't want to get my calculator.
I'm doing it. 160.
About 160.
It's all. Divided by 6. Oh, dang it. Wrong.
70?
Approximately 166-ish.
Oh. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume courtesy of my friend last night. Does that pouch look familiar?
Yeah, I mean, make an intelligence check for me.
I mean, you said you pointed out
Yeah,
the
that
large
it was
pouch.
very
Yeah,
large.
make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. This is interesting. Okay, give me 1 second. This general intelligence is a 9 because I am
Okay.
impaired.
Yeah, you notice that the color's a bit different. The pouch you saw last night was kind of like a slate gray. This has a little bit more blue on the leather.
It's a smaller pouch. We'd have gotten more if we were up front.
Is it a smaller pouch?
No, it looks to be about the same size.
Okay. Well, I guess this this individual's got some assorted multiple agents out there, huh?
Look, we should have been up front. We could have been a bigger gold reward.
You know what? I bet that this gold reward is bigger than that gold reward.
Well, we're not gonna know.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you think that? Explain.
Optimism?
So you just lied to make us feel better?
No, I lied to make myself feel better.
Oh, okay.
You start to do this sort of thing. It helps you get through the day pretty regularly, especially when things get real tough.
Oh, I don't do that, but that is nice that you do that for yourself.
You should try it sometime, you know. Things are looking bad. You're not necessarily gonna die.
Sounds
You're probably gonna survive.
the coping of a weak person, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not
That's
mean
pretty-
that, but that is okay that you do.
All right. Well, enjoy your not coping. It seems like you're doing very well with it. Thinking about how a cup of coffee brought you down to your knees about 2 days ago.
Well, I am now very realistic about the fact that I do not like that and I do not want to drink it again because it impairs my ability to be intimidating and
We are better off if we are just left the way that we were created.
better to be realistic and not optimistic.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee and wake up and not talk anymore because this is about all I can have done this morning.
Well, the good news is that we got gold at all.
Oh, Greg, remember you wanted to get some of that tobacco? Oh,
As he goes to
sorry,
the
you
counter.
wanted us to be. So, did you remember that you wanted to find some tobacco? Sorry.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm gonna go do that before we leave town. Nogbuz?
We are going to Nogbuz, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that sounded
That is a good
promising.
idea. Perhaps we find the things that we need in town before we settle off.
Probably provisions, given how tiny the town is.
I will check with the stables to make sure that they will keep our donkeys safe here while we are gone.
I was hesitant last night, but it appears that this benefactor has ways of finding things out. In spite of our unforthcoming.
Perhaps maybe someone else should hold on to the key that would maybe be able to protect it better at night? Is it possible? Do you have special spells to protect you at night?
Not more than our friend here.
Oh,
I still have to sleep. But perhaps, maybe one or more of us start sharing rooms.
Ori kind of peeks her head out. I can cast an alarm spell. That way, if someone comes through a door, we'll know.
yes, I have some of that also.
That and maybe not straying is terribly far from each other.
Oh, like sleeping together in the same room, all of us.
2 or 3 rooms, maybe not 6.
Oh well, okay.
And with that secret out of the way, my hesitation for going straight to the source is a bit misguided.
What do you mean?
That means I'm more willing to entertain going blindfolded into the north because it seems we're a bit tethered to some sort of occurrence. Whereas previously I thought we could skirt it, stay anonymous. The allure of slowly gathering information and still staggered,
Staggered.
not as appealing.
So,
Well then let's
he's gonna be eating
prepare
a plate of potatoes.
ourselves for this encounter.
That sounds like the move.
And let me also present another factor in all this. Going to Nogbuz is an opportunity not afforded to many. Keep it together, Liz.
Shake him up.
It's not afforded to many. Something that you may have noticed about me is I do enjoy picking up on little bits of the arcane and little bits of hidden wisdoms and knowledges. So if, I get a chance to do something like that in the course of my adventures, I will gladly do so.
It's a valid point. I've never been.
Nobody has, apparently, except for that fellow we met. And, everybody lived there.
And the people without the eyeballs. Probably.
And them, yeah. They weren't in a talking mood, unfortunately.
So, with breakfast and your path of action discussed, I guess you guys are headed out for the morning to do some shopping, it seems. I know you're wanting to go to the Umber Leaf.
Yeah, we don't have to do a whole thing with that.
Like
I was just gonna
reconnaissance
grab
shopping, just like provisions and stuff.
You make your way to the Umber Leaf and grab a ton of tobacco if you'd like. There are nice pipes if you'd like, or whatever. And it'll probably cost you like 3 gold for like all of the stuff, or maybe
for the works.
Yeah, for like all of the stuff, and then 1 if you just want the tobacco.
I'll do the tobacco, and then I want a gaudy, expensive pipe.
Okay, there is one that's like hand-carved church warden style, like super long, and the bowl is carved in the shape of like a beholder, with the bowl like nestled between its eye stalks.
There we go.
Ooh,
And it's
this one's
inlaid
fun.
with silver filigree.
I will purchase it.
Can someone custom make us some tobacco pipes?
Yeah, if you'd like to inquire with the owner and
No, I mean in real life. I'm asking the viewers.
make us custom pipes.
You might be friendly with Dwarven Forge. Maybe
Ooh.
they could make us some pipe.
That'd be more wormwood, but yeah.
Zach would probably go too and just get some like cigarette
Yeah,
materials, like the nice papers.
yeah, absolutely. Some like of that thick paper and stuff. Yeah, easy enough.
You
And then,
gotta roll those, buddy.
I'm going to learn.
I can help you if you'd like.
Yeah, you can give me the pointers and then I will learn.
Yes, it's a worthwhile hobby. Good way to unwind.
Yes, we have it occasionally in the crash, but yes, I think I would like to have it sort of as a practice.
That's right. There you go. Have a little something for yourself.
that'll be 2 gold. What else are you guys picking up?
Does Mark want to look for? Oh no.
What did he said? Go to the mall.
Oh yeah, he said stop
is
by
that?
the maw if you guys are interested.
What's the mall?
You can easily ask around about the maw. MAW.
The mall.
The maw.
Walk around the mall.
Last level when we all got involved.
The mall.
So we're gonna go here or well.
You ask around.
We just walk the mall. We just walk back and forth in front of the shops. You get a pretzel.
Quick
Smell
note
the same thing
also,
Bath and Body.
most of the folk here are either half elf or half orc. You do see the occasional full-blooded elf, but rarely. One of them directs you kind of around one of the sides of this district, which is called Fadender. All these ramshackle buildings kind of part for a little bit of like a circle or city square. And within it is what looks to be a well-constructed exhibition hall of timber. Smallish in size, maybe like the size of a small inn, maybe a little bit larger. And they tell you that it is basically a boxing or wrestling pit.
Hey!
Well.
Huh. It reminds me of the goblin pits.
Oh, we have one of these too in the crash.
Like for sparring.
Yes.
Yeah, usually the strongest ones come out, right?
Yeah, like
Yes.
me.
That sounds about right.
Everyone else dies.
Oh, you think you can take on some of these prize fighters? They look pretty nasty over there.
Well, I don't know.
See?
I just think it's familiar. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a familiar concept. I don't know if I would
Yeah.
survive that.
I mean,
We could see.
after seeing like that giant force of like golden-clad warriors with griffins, and then knowing that I was like the best in my crash, but it was a lot less people than that, I feel taken down a peg or two. Not so many, but like just like, you know, maybe not like. There's a lot of world I haven't seen, and you know, maybe I don't need to just like always assume.
That's fair.
That's very observant.
Does it look like there's a fight happening in there right now, or is it just...
Looks fairly empty of patrons. It is 9 a.m.
Nothing like a 9 a.m. wrestle.
Is there like a board somewhere where it shows like what is gonna be coming up?
Sure. It says that there are fights nightly, and that you can enter to fight or you can bet on specific fights.
Cool.
Do they have any like profiles of famous fighters?
There is one or two. There's
Is Felash one of them?
there is not Faylosh, unfortunately. There is one called the Gorilla.
The gorilla.
That seems it has a portrait of a very gnarled, hunched half-orc with one tooth broken off. But he seems to be kind of burly in the upper body, longer arms. There is one called I'm sorry. Keen. What is it called? I gotta find it now.
Find your notes.
Keen Grip.
Keen Larry.
Keen Grip. It looks to be a half elf of slight stature, but she's described as someone who is very, very good at getting people grappled and not letting go.
Jujitsu.
Yes. And then there is one more, just simply called the Goliath, and it is a very tall, big Goliath. No description on that one.
Maybe when you're stronger and I'm faster, we could tag team.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That's what I was saying, is if you're not feeling like you've measured up, you could always hop in the ring and get a pretty good establishment of your abilities all at once.
But are we wanting to go to Nogbuz today or another?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying I don't necessarily want to hang around. All I know is if we're here for another day, I would put money on Zach any day of the week.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, also, you did verify the donkeys can be held for like 5 silver a day.
Is there anywhere in town that I could find some diamonds at?
Yeah. You could look, search out a jeweler.
I would do that.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please. At advantage if anyone wants to help her look out for one.
I'm curious also. Go help.
Buying shinies?
Fun Chinese. Especially if Zay explained like the purpose of the diamonds.
No.
Did you roll at advantage?
I'm helping you get
No.
advantage.
Okay, that's better. 15.
Okay, yeah. With enough asking around,
One when you're just looking for a jeweler.
you're able to head up
You can't remember the word jeweler and
into the walled district on the rise called Wodendur. Here, the buildings become a bit more uniform. They become a little bit more traditional in their construction, looking to be very much like Elven, using a lot of nature to create kind of practical domiciles and structures. You pass through...
Would we be in a hurry at this point?
I don't know.
Is there a sense of hurry?
I mean, Velash just said he was around doing errands.
At some point, I would probably sit down and start drawing these things unless someone stopped me.
Sure. I mean, you can start to like make quick sketches of things.
Of the buildings and stuff.
I figure about lunchtime we should probably start heading. Is my guess.
Could I nab some real quick spell components?
Absolutely. What are you looking for? Is it like things with the cost?
No, nothing with cost.
Oh yeah, You can
cast with components.
You can buy whatever components you may need from probably some sort of magic roadside salesman, someone who's not necessarily selling all the amazing magic bits and bobs, but knows that spellcasters need these specific things.
Right. I mean, it's odds and ends, really.
Yeah.
Nothing expensive.
It's, gum arabic and grasshopper legs,
We collect ours when we travel, but if you need to buy yours because you do not pay attention, that's okay.
Oh, you feel it? Well, where are you going to find a pickled octopus tentacle?
Oh, just when you're out and about,
Yeah, that's why we're here. We're in the city. We're going to find out on the wild. You foraging around, digging around through the trees and
Yes, of
digging up
course.
tentacles of an octopus. You know what an octopus is?
Goblins carry all sorts of stuff, so you really never know what's out there.
You just find a goblin and you shake it a little bit and some tentacles fall out.
That is true, but it's also rude.
Man, I was Liz.
I was about to say that's honestly a pretty good bit of wisdom that you got there.
I mean, sometimes we're clumsy and we drop things, and you never know what you're gonna stumble across.
Just follow you around all day. I don't have every component that I could possibly need to cast all these spells.
I would like to find a diamond still.
You're able to make your way to a small storefront of a jeweler. Looks to be a gnomish jeweler of middling age.
Great.
Easy enough. He has 1 diamond worth 300 gold.
Okay, I will buy it.
Okay, go ahead and mark that off. And you guys have the rest of the day to run errands, whatever you guys need. We got spell components, we got a diamond.
There wouldn't be any magic items here or weapons.
With that investigation check, you are able to deduce from the denizens of this town that there are no magic stores here.
We'll save it for the next town.
We gave you a wand that shoots fireworks. What more do you want?
Oh yeah.
Magic sword.
I know we, the players, got a map of Eltharis. Did the party get a map of Eltharis?
Yes.
Yeah, we got one.
You took it from,
We stole it.
Oh, yeah, the spotted fawn.
yeah, the spotted fawn.
Thank you. I just couldn't remember.
Hey, I meant to ask, did that goblin end up running the general store?
You'll have to see next time you're in Esselin.
Really do hope that worked out.
Do we have a whole map of Eltharis?
Yeah.
Yes.
You probably could
Or,
have picked up.
Eltexia.
You probably could have picked up a map of the Eltharis there as well.
But the one that we got, was it?
Eltharis, yeah.
That was Eltexia.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
But you probably have both.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, there's the other campaign, right?
Which do
No,
we have?
that's the-
Eltharis is the
whole
world.
Like a
Oh.
plane.
Altaxia is the continent.
Yes.
I would be studying whatever maps we have.
Sure.
So if we have one of the whole world, that would be helpful for me to know.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
Okay, great. Cool.
And you can see that you guys are getting pretty close to like the north, like cold, like sets in snowy areas of the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do we need to buy cold gear?
You're not certain.
List the player wants this map because I want to see political boundaries.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, like,
Listen, the nerd face in the chat real
you
quick.
think you probably should be fine
Classic.
without cold gear, but I mean, it's always a great idea in case you need to go further north. I mean, there's
Well,
Nogbuz
Nogbuz
is very
further
north,
so
right?
Yes, but it's not quite in the icy region. It probably snows there from time to time, but I mean, it's up to you guys. It could go either way if you need it or not.
It doesn't look like it's going to be super, super cold.
Okay.
Well, we should purchase cold gear though. Having
I
It's
just
a-
want some shoes.
yeah, and you forgot. We have to go shoe shopping.
We should definitely get some shoes.
Yes.
Yeah, we should get shoes. We should get cold gear. Who wants to be the smart character that brings this up?
Me.
Okay.
I was already going to get shoes, and we are going north into the mountains through a terrible, horrible forest, blindfolded. I want
That
shoes.
is very fair.
Sai, would you like me
Yeah,
while
that
you
makes
are
sense.
doing your errands? I can try to find you some shoes for your smaller feet.
Well, I guess if you think we...
You don't have to wear them if you don't like them. I want your feet protected.
Okay, I
It's very important
guess.
to maintain the integrity of your feet.
That is why I do not wear shoes, so that the way they are nice and firm and do not get like the soft feet that these people have with their shoes. If I do not wear shoes, then my feet stay nice and hard and
I don't know
will
if
not
Mert
get.
has shoes. I don't think Mert wears shoes.
Yes, but if we are walking blindfolded through the forest for who knows how long, you will not be able to pick up your feet to, not knock it on a stone, or you don't have to wear them forever. Maybe just for a time while we are blindfolded. And you
Am I
cannot.
near y'all listening to this conversation?
Sure.
Hey,
Before we split up for the day.
I know you're not rolling a persuasion check. Mert is very persuaded by this.
This the player is like,
Hates shoes.
no. I never wear shoes ever.
I'm just going to give you some just in cases, and you don't have to wear them. I just want to make sure that you are taken care of. We'll leave the crash together, and I am your big brother, and I will buy them for you. We're not talking about it anymore. Where shall we go to find shoes, everyone?
Yeah, where are we gonna go to find shoes?
To the garment district.
Let's find the mall. I would like to go to a Foot Locker.
You're easily
Chest,
enough
the
able
foot chest.
The mall is next to the mall.
to find a cobbler with several pairs of pre-made boots, or
I would like some much softer, kind of leather.
kind of like doeskin.
Yes, for Zai, so that she can still
Sure.
feel the earth under her feet.
Yeah.
And feel
Moccasins.
yes.
Yeah, doeskin moccasins. Yeah, easy enough.
And Zach wants the cooler, if there's anything cool in there.
Like big, thick
Has
leather boots or something.
buckles or
Like riding
something.
Like he can run a motorcycle.
Yeah.
There's some decorative buckles on.
Are
one
they
of them.
black?
Yes, they're black boots, and then they have gray leather
Like-
straps around them with buckles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. He will.
There's some
strut.
space for studs.
Yeah.
To
He
be
will.
fixed.
He will strut out of the store and
Okay. Those are both some really nice
very cool.
shoes, so I'm going to charge you 3 gold for those.
Okay. Happily.
Very nice
That's
shoes.
steep.
Yeah, it's really expensive shoes.
I'm gonna get a winter
That doesn't
coat
know.
and some winter pants and
Just never
stuff.
bought shoes.
Anybody who would like winter gear, it is 2 gold for a full set of winter gear that
Yes,
comes
I
with
would purchase
thick
this.
knit cap, very thick cloak, some thermal-like clothing,
Visa gets a poncho.
a poncho.
Ooh.
Love it.
Yeah.
Like a fleece poncho or something.
Something like woolly,
Yeah.
still looks kind of canvas sack.
Gotcha. Easy enough. You guys are able to secure winter gear.
Every time you say canvas sack, I think of the Little Mermaid.
Yes. She's on the beach and that's what I know.
Yeah.
And she's so
And,
cute.
yeah.
So many iconic costume moments. I actually just bought a dress from that movie at the thrift store. It is a full-length, gunmetal sequin gown that I bought at the thrift store. Because it was at the thrift store. It's like, you have to buy this now.
You said it was 2 gold for winter gear?
I think Visa's good. Poncho instead of sequence.
Yeah, I didn't take a visa for a sequin guy.
Well, I mean,
Leafs is like another. It's like a big
That is.
brown fur-lined overcoat, and he takes the hat and he just crams it over the horns, or the horns through the hat.
Yeah, I was about to say they pop through the hat. Yeah, easy enough.
How cold is it currently?
Like
Well, you just gotta get it ready, you know.
it vacillates between 60s to 40s.
Okay, it's not bad. Okay.
No.
It's spring right now, so it's a little warmer than winter.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think Visa's wearing the winter gear yet.
No.
I think it's just on his pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can there be a little bit of cool black leather on my cloak? Can it be the greaserest looking?
The greaserest
cloak
looking
you've ever
cloak.
Still a full length, it's cozy, but has some strips of other.
Yeah, some
Extras.
decorative.
There's someone with some
stuff.
creativity
Yeah,
in Winwood creating these things.
Someone. I've not created this NPC, but there's one.
I just
There's
did.
one now.
Myrtle.
Myrtle
Had dreams. She got stuck here, but
Yeah.
she still has dreams.
Yeah. Myrtle, the coat lady.
She sees Zach walk in with his dope boots, and she's like, "I have the cloak for you.
I got something in the bag. No
Come
one
here,
buys
young
it.
man."
Zeg plays bass and Judas Priest now.
Is there anything else we'd like to pick up on our shopping episode?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the party headed?
I was ready for this.
Nogbuz.
To go find, well, we have to find a friend that will lead us to Nogbuz
Yeah.
blindfolded.
We gotta find a guy and then to Nogbuz.
Yes.
He's gonna push us into a hole. I can't wait.
You guys are able to ask for directions to the Trailers Guild and come across a small man-made structure. It doesn't look to be elven in architecture, starkly from the rest of these buildings. It looks to be kind of like a small human domicile, except maybe a quarter the size larger than a home would be of wattle and daub. A-frame structure with what looks to be 2 windows and a chimney that is smoking. On the side of the wall, there is a big bounty board, and inside you can see several figures in motion going about some sort of activity.
Is this like a fantasy man camp?
Oh, man camp?
Ye-
What's that?
Oh, it's like a oil and gas term. Never
I
mind.
don't know.
It's
I don't know. It's a bounty. It's a bounty.
It's a
guild.
West Texas thing. I guess.
It's a bounty hunting guild.
Okay, cool. Where there's a bunch of people living in a small area, kind of temporarily.
Kind of. Yeah. They come and
Okay.
go. People come and go.
Okay. It's a man camp.
Yeah. That you guys can go in the front door if you'd like. Just looking around, inquiring. There are several rough-looking figures you assume to be bounty hunters of all different kind of like races, classes, different features. Some of them seem to be carrying like heavy longbows and light armor. Some of
Who's
them.
like the weirdest one?
The weirdest one would be a Thrycreen.
What?
Whoa,
see-
that's a deep cut.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
You see a bug
Proceeds to
like
Google.
insect-like creature with like big bulbous eyes, almost like fly-like and mandibles. I believe it has 6 arms.
What is it called?
Thrycreen. Thrikreen.
I'm gonna bump Mert and say, I'll save you from asking. I have no idea who or what that is.
Would I have seen anything like that?
No.
I don't know what that is either.
As you observe,
they're
it
cool.
pulls out several heads from bags and pops them on one of the counters.
Oh.
Is this like more like ant-like, mantis-like?
Yeah, more like ant mantis-y,
Okay.
but he's got like big old bug eyes. He pops a few heads on the table to be verified by someone working back behind one of the counters. It clicks at them in some foreign language before nodding and receiving gold payment, making its way past you and through the door.
No, the campaign's about this guy now.
Can we invite him to Nogbuz?
Sure.
Can I learn to speak Click?
Yeah. I only speak in clicks and words.
I'm gonna try to talk to him, I guess, he passed. Pardon me, but, what is this place?
Cocks its head.
Oh, I see. I'm afraid I can't speak your language.
Do you want to talk in its head?
Oh, you're right!
You don't necessarily have to use
Let's go!
that skill on a stranger
No,
who
I
might not
absolutely-
prefer you in his head, but
I absolutely have to use that skill. I'm gonna establish a psychic bond with it.
Yes.
Is this alright with you?
Oh. That's jarring. Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. I figured this would be an easier way to communicate. I've not seen one of your like before. I'm just quite curious about you and your interests.
Oh,
So I was panicking a little bit. I'm just not every day that I see some kind of a character that I don't recognize.
it is not a problem. Many try to communicate with me. But I prefer not to learn the common language. It's a little bit tricky.
That it is. Draws from a lot of different heritages. But so, I must ask, how do you make your way in this part of the world?
Well, quite comfortably. I'm quite good at the bounty business.
Oh, bounties. That makes some sense with the heads and all. Cool.
Yes, the Trailers Guild is quite renowned in this area. Though I circle. Kazun has quite the good bounty game itself.
Oh, does it now?
Yes.
Is there a board that I can look at here?
It's out front, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you.
Oh. And what's
You
your
see
name,
it
by the way?
gesturing
I'm
with
so
3
sorry.
arms. My name?
Yes, of
Illidan.
course.
Illidan. That is
Illidan.
how you would pronounce it.
Well, Illidan, this has been a delight to have chatted with one such as yourself. What species do you call yourself?
I am a Thrycreen.
A Thrycreen, okay. I've never seen one of you. Again, forgive me if I'm being insensitive, but are there many of you on this continent?
No.
On this Elferis, maybe?
More of us than on this continent.
But not too many, I assume.
Not too many, no.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck on your bounty hunting. May your fortunes be fine.
Thank you. And best of luck with whatever you seek to accomplish, strange horned one. Goodbye. And again, nods respectfully at you, clicks its pincers, and strides out the door.
You didn't invite him to come with us.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's my favorite. This guy's my favorite. I want to follow this ant. I want to follow this ant bounty hunter to the end.
Let's
of the
do it.
No, this is it now.
Screw Nogbuz.
Nogbuz.
You don't need to go there.
They're coming
Hear about
back
the
here.
eyeless.
What was his name again?
Illidan.
Illidan.
You do catch Falosh inside, chatting with a portly water genasi of kind of teal skin. Looks to be quite a scarred individual, shirtless, with a large harpoon on his back. But he sees you guys and breaks away. Well, you guys look like you've got some rest. That's good. You stopped by the Umberleaf?
Oh, yes, I got some things to make, like those cigarettes that you leave for us. I'm going to learn how to make them for myself.
Oh, that's great. That's great. They're great.
And
best tobacco on this side of the continent.
Break got a ridiculous gaudy pipe.
Oh, well,
Gotta indulge.
if you got
Every
the
now and
coin.
again, you know. What's life if you're not spending money to make it better?
Well, I took a look at the bounty board, and I don't think there's anyone besides Dern. Or, I'm sorry, not Dern. Gilnick that will be in our path, but we can maybe try and hunt him down on our way to Nogbuz if you have time.
What is the purpose of this?
Bounty hunting?
This specific person that you were asking us to hunt down.
Oh, well, you didn't take a look at the bounty board, did you?
I
Oh,
did
no,
not
we were
notice.
just coming to look for you.
No, I got was here. Let me show you. You're not, clearly not from around here. He makes his way out.
I should mention that as we make contact with him, I have to turn back into human man.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. You make your way. You do another little circle.
I just walk.
I like
keep seeing this
you
guy
like
walk into a room and
just doing
disappear.
this.
Make a stealth check for me.
And
Oh,
then
I'm not
turns into a
sneaking. I'm
man.
just like kind of in plain sight.
Yeah, this is more of a inconspicuous sort of stealth check. Like, hey, am I Am I being noticed by this guy? Yeah. Is it weird that Breg shows up twice? Like,
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay. He doesn't seem to pick up on it.
Amazing.
He'll just lead you out to the bounty boards, show you it, say, well, so people around here who do bad sometimes get a gold reward put on their head, and if you take them out either dead or alive, then you get a reward for doing in those miscreants. Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes sense, but we have no interest in that.
Okay, well,
I mean, how much money do you get from it?
well, it depends upon who it is, you know. So this fella Gilnick here, he lives somewhere in the faded timberlands. It says he's a poacher. I figure if we're on the way, we might as well find Gilnick and, you know, take his head.
What do you mean, poacher?
Oh, he takes animals that are not supposed to be taken.
He takes them and does
What-
that to them.
What does that mean?
Kills them.
Oh,
You
like
know,
so, like
harvest them.
hunting, illegal
hunts
hunting.
them.
It's
Yeah.
like, what kind of animals, though?
I don't know. Things in the faded timberlands, they're protected woods by people around here. They don't like the animals to be too disturbed because if they get riled up, things in the timberlands
Wait, you can't
come
just
out.
you can't eat just anything?
I thought you said that we have to be blindfolded to get to Nogbuz. How are we supposed to keep an eye out for this man?
Well, I'll keep an eye out for him, and then if we find him, we'll address that, and then the blindfolds will go back on.
You would split the gold reward for him with us?
Sure.
Well, okay.
Well-
What is it? How much is his
His bounty is 800 gold.
You know.
There are also several other names. There is Dern, human, perhaps tiefling, bandit leader who raids along the roads from Sommer to Spire Cove. There is Skeev, described as a kobold cat burglar of some notoriety. Known associate of the beholder of Bjorjund, Bimlex.
Ooh.
Gross.
Wanted
Let's
dead
open
or
him up.
alive.
What dead or alive?
There is Culver. Description varies, but known to wear a large black coat. Is rumored to have half an ear missing. Former associate of Lars the Legbreaker. Wanted alive. There is Mandheim, the Torvenbergen war priest. Described to have long black hair and braided beard. A large scar on his top lip. Bearded braid, yeah.
Sorry.
This one, he's confirmed to have his whole left ear missing, and most of his teeth are made of gold. Last seen raiding along the Platinum Sea near Lonely Glow Township, wanted dead.
Ooh. Not even a lot.
Are these all Hayden?
Perhaps.
Every single one of them? The tabaxi.
Oh god, I hope so.
Yeah.
I wish to be the big bad of this campaign. I'm all the criminals.
Just most of them. That's fine.
So if we come across Gilnick along the way, perhaps we can make a little money, but it's fine if not.
That is fine if you want to keep your eyes out for him and we pause our exploration and go pursue him. That is fine. I don't really care. Do you have strong opinions?
No objections here.
What was the name of the associate of Culver?
Of Culver, Lars the Legbreaker.
Lars the Legbreaker. What a name.
Okay,
Seems
so
pretty clear to
just
me.
for me as a player,
At this point, you read that description, and you're like, that's Brett.
versus okay, but so even though we asked him point blank and he said that that was not him and we believed him, if I see this with the description,
Yeah, I'd say that that's enough.
okay, this is what I'm like, how far does that roll?
You know that's a confirmed lie.
In my head, I'm like, okay, so clearly he's been doing a bunch of things that he does not tell us about. So I don't know. I just take that in, and this is clearly all brag, and whatever. We just keep going because okay.
Zach will like cross his arms and like stare down. I guess we're like the same height. Try to make himself taller and like just somewhat discreetly so that Falosh is not like what's going on here, but like so maybe like wait a minute till he's not looking or something.
Yeah.
But
I'm
like
guessing passive perception 18, I'd pick up on that.
give you the eye. Like seriously, dude.
And then I would probably also look at Breg, kind of like.
I'll establish a psychic bond here and just say, you want to talk about it?
No, because I
Later.
don't think I would believe anything out of your mouth brain.
My what?
Your mouth brain. Whether it is out of your mouth or out of your brain into my brain.
Your brain.
I do not trust you at all.
That's fine. I'll give you the God's honest truth on this one because it's more funny than anything else.
Okay. We can do this later because I don't like you.
Look, I'll shoot real straight with you. I will be 100% honest on exactly what happened here. You want that? I'll do a little mental handshake with you. I don't know what that looks like. We'll try it. See how it
Fine,
works.
you miscreant.
Hey, you're on the run too, aren't you?
Yes, you're right.
Anyway, like I was
Does
saying,
Greg know that?
I mean,
I asked and you said that we knew that.
Okay.
well, that
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
we gotta go back.
Zach told someone that.
Yeah, I think it was mentioned in passing, like episode 1 or 2.
Also-
like it was just.
We're not necessarily on the run. Well, it's fine.
You said that we had to leave the place that we were.
We did,
I think
yeah.
that's all I know.
Yeah, right.
anyway, what I was saying is you probably would like some cold weather gear or something like that, or maybe.
Yes, we got some. Look at my cool cloak.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it gets frosty up in Nogbuz.
Good thing we got the cold weather gear.
But summer's coming on eventually, so who knows?
I think I will maybe make a habit of just wearing this. Maybe I will become accustomed to its weight.
It looks very cool on you. You look very powerful.
Thank you, Sai.
The last thing I will say before we go is you may not be permitted to leave once you get there.
What does that mean?
And you may not come back.
Like we will be prisoners, or we can just live there, or we will be dead.
Yeah, you could live there. I mean, it depends upon what the council says.
There is ruled by council.
Yeah.
I assume they are not known for being lenient or merciful in any way.
They're not merciful, but they are refined.
What does that mean?
They have structure and order.
What do you expect to be the outcome of us coming there?
I really don't know, but if the Eyeless are involved, perhaps you can sway them to, I don't know, take action, give information.
The
And let
islands
us
are
go.
clearly involved. Do we need more evidence of that to bring to them?
I doubt it. I mean, you convinced me.
Just for reference, how is it that you freely roam in and out?
How is it that I freely roam back and forth?
Yes.
He's from there.
Oh, that's between me and myself.
Oh, that is weird.
But it's like council approved.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant. Not to pry.
No, yeah. There's freedom of
ways.
movement for all Nogbuz folk.
Okay. So do we still have the jar of eyeballs?
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Okay, that's good.
Hang on, let me check my
I don't
inventory.
think we've gotten rid of the jar of eyeballs.
Well, I couldn't remember if we left
You
it
have to
that
put
way.
those in like a slot at the door to get in and knock on.
Well, yeah. Do we need some proof to show them like this is bad things are happening with them? Oh, we have the cipher, right?
Yeah, you do. You have the note. Yeah.
What else do we have?
Just tell of your experiences.
Could we? Ooh, maybe maybe our birds can find us and bring things from change bringers.
Sure.
from the
Fate changers.
What are you trying to? What are you wanting to
like
bring?
other reports, like if there's like if they are known to gather.
Yeah, perhaps that there have been other attacks and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Or even just the one in that saloon, like other, just to corroborate our
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, easy enough. You can write the birds.
How do we? Yeah, can we like call the birds?
You cannot. They kind of show up
Okay.
when they
Well,
do.
next time they show up, that's what we need to do.
Could I cast sending to Samble
Do you have
and
sending?
ask her to send the birds to us before we go?
Yeah.
I would do that.
Okay. So you get 25 words. You see Zai's eyes flash a brilliant green as she sends a mental message.
I would say, Samble, please send our birds to us. We are going to a new location, and I would like to update you fully.
They respond, "Oh, they should be on the way. They haven't arrived yet?"
Oh.
No.
No.
Well, we just talked to them the day before.
Which means that the birds are probably still en route to her. or
Yeah.
them.
Birds fly faster than that.
It was like a week.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, like how, is
It's
she
probably
talking
like a
about?
2-day, 3-day trip by bird.
By bird. The raven is flying.
That's gonna drive you crazy. You know how far a goose
It's
goes in
fine.
a day?
It's
I have no idea how far
It's
a goose goes
fine.
in a
The
day.
ornithologist Liz is like,
How fast can a bird fly?
You know
How many- how many-
walking days.
lazy
Yeah.
freeloading birds.
Which of our listeners is the ornithologist?
It's fine.
It took us 5 days. It takes the birds 3.
Okay, so how long do these fantasy birds take to like get to us?
I don't know. I'm not a bird person.
You're the DM though.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it is a 2-day trip via bird from Essaloon to where you guys currently are in
How long
Winwood.
is it in human? Like, how long does it take humans to get there?
6 or 7 days.
That can't be right.
Okay.
This is so weird.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So they're not back yet.
Correct.
Okay.
They will be back soon though if you know anything about how fast birds fly.
That's fine.
I'm Googling.
That's fine. That's okay.
A giant eagle.
They're fantasy birds. They're not real birds.
He's a very heavy eagle.
That's right.
His bones are not hollow,
Doesn't
and
have
his feathers are wet.
He's actually he just run.
Pigeons can fly up to 700 miles in a single day.
Dear Lord.
It's like, give it 30 minutes.
I don't know how much to argue this or how much to.
That's so
I
fast.
don't know. It's a giant eagle. It should be able to make it in like
Yeah, they're
a
back.
quarter of the time.
No, they're back. Dear Lord. Birds are so fast.
They're so fast! But these fantasy birds are so slow! And I'm like, hemorrhaging! Like, okay.
Retroactively, Sambo replies, "Oh, you need them again? They were just there. Okay. Thanks for the tidbits of knowledge. I really like the riddle."
Into the annals of history forever.
Alright, so your birds will be there in a day.
I wouldn't, yeah, okay, yeah.
30 minutes or less. Or it's free.
Okay. That makes more sense to me. As a bird person. In real life.
So if you do want the birds, you're gonna have to stay the night again.
I thought they could, like, find us wherever we were.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could fly into
they're
the Faded
like-
Timberlands.
Yeah. They could just find us, right?
Yeah, they can find you there. I just didn't know if you wanted to bring the birds and to big scary forest.
Sure, why not? They're birds. They're fine.
They can fly out really quick if they needed to, so.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They're birds.
You guys are going to kill these birds.
No, I don't want
It's
the
fine.
birds.
They're fine.
I love birds.
You're going to kill these imaginary birds.
There goes birds.
There's more
Then you're really going to go after the poacher.
So, is there
So,
anything else you guys need to
To
do?
be clear, no one knows that happened.
There's a flash of magic in your eyes, but no one clearly knows
Alright.
that you cast sending.
Zai, were you having an animated argument about birds in your head?
They know each other so well.
Sorry, that expression, I just was wondering.
I don't even know how to respond. No!
Well, like I said, as long as you are okay with maybe not coming back, we should be good to go whenever
I mean,
you are.
we're like clearly not okay with that. We're just hoping for a better outcome, right?
Optimism, I like it. Optimism.
I've been told so many times by so many leaders that we weren't coming back from this or that mission. I'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, fine, Bragg. I understand what you mean. Don't make your stupid face at me. Are you gonna disguise yourself the whole time we're traveling blindfolded with Homeboy?
I've done it pretty well so far. What I'm gonna do now is Breg nods at him, and he takes out his bent, busted old helmet, and he casts his new cantrip Mending on it.
Yeah.
And it goes, it's like inflating a balloon, it just goes, and he puts it on his head.
Well,
We're ready when you God, I can't do any more lines.
I guess you got your head protection sorted.
Oh, now we're just laughing and laughing. Yeah, I'm all good to go now.
Well, that's good. We can hit the road whenever. Whenever you guys compose yourself.
I'm trying!
I was fine.
No, I can't use it. How else am I supposed to compose myself?
You can't. I will just get it together.
Oy.
I applaud your restraint, Liz.
You guys make your way down.
Oh, on our way out, I'd like to cast Mage Hand and yoink that one poster right off the board.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
You mage hand.
Yeah.
I'm behind the group. Is this just for like general people in the street seeing this?
Yeah.
Is your mage hand visible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Mine is. It's a 13.
He's not a gif.
Yeah, ours is-
13?
ours is-
Yeah, you just kind of tear it off.
And I yoink it over into my hand and I put it in my pocket.
And you eat it.
I eat it.
You guys make your way down out of Wodendur and then out of Fadendur into the field next to the Faded Timberlands. He circles around towards the edge of the forest, fog billowing out of it, almost like there's a motion to it, a propellant.
Oh, this is the forest we're going into.
Correct.
Oh. Ugh.
And stops near the edge and pulls out several very thick strips of cloth. He says, all right, line up.
Just gonna put it over your eye holes.
Yes.
One by one, he'll take and tie pretty tightly a blindfold. And as he does so, he tells each of you, now, For your own safety, do not take this blindfold off unless I tell you it is absolutely okay. If you take this off in there, under the wrong circumstances, you will have a fate that is worse than death.
Can you elaborate on that?
No, I cannot. Come here.
No, you cannot or you will not.
No, I will not.
Is there a
There we go.
is there like a keyword or something if we need to remove them quickly?
Whatever sort of word you want. You got one in mind? I'll remember it.
Well, I just wanted to know explicitly what you might say that is safe to remove.
Yeah, let's just go on the word of lemons. If I hear lemons, or if you hear lemons, then it's safe to remove the blindfold. If I hear it, I know you want to take it off. If I say it, it's safe to take it off.
Well, what if we get confused while we have them on and I thought it was you, and we take...
Just tell me, hey, I need to take this off. I'll understand that, and I'll say, no, you cannot, or I'll say, yes, you can.
Right.
Will we get an explanation to these blindfolds when we get there?
Possibly. I'm not in charge of none of that.
Oh, so somebody does know, and they're likely... It's a possible explanation.
This is for your safety. We all know what's in the Timberlands, but most of this information is privileged.
I actually don't know what is in the Timberlands.
No, we is in the
People from
Nogbuz.
Nogbuz.
Yeah.
What are the Nogbuzites?
I don't know, the Nogbuz. That's what we call ourselves. Nogbuzians, never heard that one.
Okay, well, let's get this over with as quickly as possible.
All right.
Zai, would you like these moccasins?
She would take a big sigh and just, I guess, put them on her feet. Or...
They are really soft, so you can still feel the earth underneath, and they will not. They will not soften up your feet
understand
too
why
much.
you want me to put these each.
Because I don't want you to break your toes on this.
My toes are very strong, but
not when you can't see where you're going.
Okay, I'll put them on my feet.
One by one, he almost digs this blindfold into your skin a little bit, really, really tightly. Ties it very tightly around the cylindrical helm of Breg.
How many blindfolds does he need to wrap around Mick?
He
Meachard.
blindfolds Ori within Mick. Mitchard. And eventually you are all blindfolded. He ties a rope around your waists. That way you know where you're going.
So we're all connected to each other?
Yeah.
In what order?
Whichever order you prefer.
Hopefully there's no abyss to jump into.
We're blindfolded. You gotta tell us the order.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll pick Breg first, as he's a big, beefy, muscly guy. And then the two Geth, Visa, and then Mert.
Cool.
And
now I'm just
then
in my
Ori.
regular big cloak again.
Okay.
With his weird squishy muscles that we can't touch.
Oh no, the squishy muscles are gone. I'm back to wearing the giant
The harness.
framing device. Yeah. Like David Byrne in the big suit from Talking Heads.
Yes.
And then you enter under shaded canopies. There's barely any difference in light for you guys, as there's really nothing that gets through these cloth bandages, but you feel thick, dense, rolling fog on your skins,
How
moist.
long are we expecting this journey to be?
It's going to be a long journey. I think like a week and a half.
Okay.
Let me
A
just
week and a
double check.
half?
I wanted you to
I thought it was like 6 days.
Question.
That's like 4 bird days.
So
3
perception
days.
checks, is that purely sight based?
No.
So
Giant eagle days?
18
Too
passive
windy.
perception and a blindfold on. Would I be able to smell and hear more keenly?
Not more keenly.
Okay,
You're not a daredevil,
fair enough.
but you can still hear and smell. The fog rolls in, the moisture kind of cool on your skin, and you embark on your first half day of travel through the fated timberlands. As you journey, each of you throughout the course of this feel odd sensations. Your 5 senses, touch, taste, smell, sight, hearing, they fade in and out. Sometimes you can barely feel the fog on your skin, barely feel the clothes on your back. You can't hear anything, everything's muffled. And then suddenly...
Wait, what? Why is everything muffled?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Magical fog, probably.
Then
Somewhere in the
suddenly,
It's
helmet.
like 90s.
crashing back in, it's your regular senses.
Okay, wait. How long was that journey?
This is a half a day. So over the course of this,
I would cast sending to Brig.
okay? What are you saying?
Do you not have message?
No,
Uh,
just sending. What is the deal with all those things on that board?
With all the what now?
The things on the
This is
board.
Hayden asking, not Brig.
What is the deal with all the things on that board? All the things on the board.
On the bounty
The
board.
bounty board.
I'll send back. Do you mean of all the bounties? Or like your brother, the one specific bounty? Also, I'm going to establish the psychic link. I know we can't see where we're going, but this might be an easier way of chatting. Which one you curious about?
The one that was clearly you.
No.
That you don't. You pretend like we're supposed to act like we don't know that it was you.
All right, here's what we'll do. You, me, and Zek will all take a nice watch together. Because again, you need somebody who can see in the dark with y'all on your watches. And I'll explain all that.
We can
And I imagine that you're going to find it very stupid.
Why don't you just explain it to me now? Why do we have to wait until a watch?
So I don't have to do it again with your brother in an hour and a half.
Why can't I just tell him later?
Well, I can tell both of you at the same time.
Are we gonna get watches though?
He said he'd unblindfold you guys in the evenings.
Oh. So when it's too dark to see. Yeah.
And look,
He didn't specify why.
If we don't get watches, I'll do this twice. I'm just trying to save myself a bit of effort. Because I'm sure that you're both going to have quite a few questions, and a lot of those will probably be redundant with each other. So, be a little easier just to handle it all at once.
Whatever, sure, okay. Whatever you say, Rick.
That's the spirit. And that's the power of positive thinking right over there again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
At that moment, your faded senses crash back in and you feel it's almost like an overcompensate. Your normal senses return, but after feeling very little, it's almost overwhelming. Your clothes honestly feel like kind of constricting. It seems like every snap of a twig is loud, and then it finally kind of gradually re-equalizes before fading again, back and forth, vacillating between these kind of muted senses and your regular ones.
What the beef, Tyler?
You also smell a very particularly funky smell.
Ooh, what kind of funky?
Almost like sulfur mixed with like kind of skunk smell.
No, that's bad.
that's funky.
That's bad. I didn't like
It's
it.
really funky.
Source is indeterminate, but it seems to be kind
Maybe.
of wafting at you guys from ahead of wherever you're walking.
Nope, don't like that.
Eventually, your day of travel comes to an end. He kind of stops you all. All right, hold on 1 second. You hear him kind of moving about in the forest around you, and you hear flint and tinder being sparked every now and then before he says, lemons, you can take them off.
Okay, now what the bodge was all that?
Move it. Go my face.
Yeah. As you look
Alright,
around,
what do we? Yeah.
he's got little wicker baskets in a kind of a circle around you, burning what looks to be like dry tinder of some sort. What do you mean? What was that?
Well,
The fog is not encroaching the fire circle.
would anyone like to take the lead on asking questions, or should I?
Go ahead. I am feeling some type of way.
Yeah, I'm assuming that did y'all feel the whole same sensation of your senses fading in and out? Because
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did. I
felt
did.
it.
I did
Coming
not
back
like
so
it. That was
strong, where I did not like
uncomfortable.
the feel of my own
Yes, that's happened
air,
to me.
and then nothing, and
What?
I mean, it helped the time pass for sure, but I did not enjoy it, I would say, overall.
What was that?
If it was overpowering so with the ears and the smell, then would it have done the same with the eyes?
It's not about that. There's well, let's just say the eyes are they're the windows to the soul. I'll leave it at that.
Then what does that?
And the fog will get in our souls, or snatch a piece of it.
No,
From our eyeballs?
not really. But
this is why the eyeless are eyeless.
I enjoy the
Probably.
speculation here. You're way off on all this, but it's fun.
Could
Yeah, I'm
you
sure we
explain
are.
to us some more, and we would not be way off?
Well, if I'm allowed to, I will. I'd be happy to. But don't leave this circle tonight.
We will not.
You do now pick up the same smell from these burning wicker baskets as what you were smelling throughout the day.
No, well.
The sulfur skunk smell?
What's burning in these?
The deterrent.
A deterrent for what?
Yeah, but what's it made out of?
No. I want to know what we are deterring.
You're deterring what you don't want to run into.
Right, that's what the deterrent
He's
is.
not going to tell us. We just
Oh,
have to be patient, and we will solve this riddle as the time goes.
I have questions. I want to
He's
ask.
not. You can ask. He's not going to answer.
I feel like I've given you as much as I can without betraying my foe. But I'll try and answer any questions you have that I can answer.
What is this made out of?
What, the kindling?
The deterrent, sure.
Yeah, it's a special mix of cured herbs. Very specific properties that it has.
Cannot tell me what herbs.
No.
I actually think I might know this one.
Very smelly.
From the smell, that's from the elusive cack bush.
You know your herbology, sir.
I certainly do.
Speaking of biology, would a nature check tell me anything?
Go ahead and make a roll. Let's see.
Can I survival?
Sure.
19.
Okay.
14.
Visa, you detect by the odor and the way it burns, there are probably multiple things dried and cured in here. You do the sulfurous thing. You don't know for certain, but you could possibly identify it as something called mire root. It is known to have properties against undead or infernal beings. but it is not a very potent herb.
On its own.
Correct.
Let's tangle with some undead. I'm so ready. So ready. I have all these undead things. It's like,
It's true. It's true. We do have a cleric.
So, is there anything else you wish to discuss? We can turn back if you need.
oh, I don't think we need to turn back. We just, I don't know, experienced some things along the way that we were not expecting and had questions, but we will continue on because we have bigger questions to be answered later at Nogbuz.
Sure.
Is it gonna be like that the whole time?
Yeah. Might get worse.
What do you mean it might
Well-
get worse? Like the stench?
No, the sensations.
Oh, like the severity?
Yeah. But you'll be fine as long as you stay with me and stay blindfolded.
All right. Well, we will
What?
do that.
Well, we ought to maybe line up some songs to sing. Kind of interested in hearing if we fade all in and out at the same time or at different times too.
I wouldn't make too much noise in here.
So we're just gonna be blindfolded. Well, at
Like
least
a little bit of noise? Like,
Silently walking for 9 days.
can we like make some taps or like little rhythms or like
You can
sing?
quietly talk amongst yourselves,
Can we
but
like whistle a little bit?
whistling carries.
Well, okay.
no whistling, but we can silently chat amongst ourselves, and I guess we could probably smoke.
Yeah, I've been smoking all day.
Okay, well,
Well, it'd be good for us to know.
Well, you wouldn't want to smoke what I was smoking. But
Why?
you do have that nice new fancy pipe.
Also, what are you smoking?
Eyes glance at the wicker basket.
Oh no, really? Oh,
Spits and it's kind of black.
oh,
well, what does it do? What does it do to you?
Don't do nothing to me except inoculate me. But
Oh, now so if we all smoke this, we don't have to have the blindfolds.
yeah, but this is a privileged substance.
But it's right here. It's literally all right here. You're burning it in front of us.
Yeah.
We are holding. I hold up a basket. It's on fire, and I'm holding it now. I want to put it in my mouth instead of being carried.
As I said, the council of Nogbuz is nothing if not to the letter in their laws.
Bunch of sticks in the mud.
Yeah, they're quite rigid. Maybe that's why they didn't get along with the Sylvan Bars so long. You know, rock hard place. Neither of them want to budge much. But maybe on a return trip.
Well, let's hope we have a return trip.
No, optimism. Remember?
Yes, we are
You'll have a
trying this
return
new
trip.
thing where we lie to ourselves just to feel better and make it through the day.
How about I do a little reframing for you? It's not necessarily lying to yourself. It's manifesting a truth around you.
That makes me want to vomit.
yes, Brink, you need
Well-
to close your mouth. That is garbage. Please stop.
Well, I'm certainly in a better mood than somebody here, so I would say that it is working.
Well, I'm gonna bed down. You shouldn't need to keep watch or anything, but I feel, if you feel that you need to, that's more than fine. It's a bit unnerving the first time you come in here, so. Good night. Pulls out a
Wow.
bedroll. Starts to make himself comfortable.
Man, if he's just going to sleep, I guess Mert's gonna go ahead and just go to sleep then.
Okay. Is anybody taking watch, or are you guys all taking long rest?
Can you having that blindfold all day? I feel like my hair is just matted. Can you help? We need to figure something out. Maybe on top.
We can fix this. This brings back some unpleasant memories.
Yeah, yours still have like it's not working. I think we need a different arrangement.
That is fine.
Well,
Let's
y'all want
fix
me to
this.
stay up with you?
Yes, we cannot see in the dark. So sure, that is fine. I guess so. If you want to.
Sure.
So you guys prepare for a long rest and a conversation about bounty poster. That's where we'll end tonight's episode.
That's a terrible place. I will not remember.
Write him down.